St. Joseph College Vision. St. Joseph College, a Catholic school, envisions an evangelized and evangelizing community, providing excellent integral education and involvement in social transformation. Mission. We commit to build the St. Joseph College Educative Family SJCEF centered and poised to form every member into an integral human person imbued with the gospel values and equipped with excellent quality education, and to be an active agent in making a humane society. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to our school clinic. I know you already missed this place. And by the way, welcome to our Technology Livelihood Education 10, and welcome to week 9. So before we're going to tackle week 9 topics, we're going to have a little bit review on what we have been through with the midterms. We were able to discuss PD4s. We were able to tackle also presenting and displaying desserts. Then we have also preparing fruits, vegetables, and egg dishes. Then preparing and presenting cooking poultry. So for this week 9, we are going to go back to handicraft. We have to go back to macrame and basketry. So I hope this afternoon you're going to have a fun and knowledgeable experience with this video. So please pay attention and have a great day ahead. Welcome to our Technology and Livelihood Education 10, and welcome to week 9. So our topic for this week is all about characteristics of quality macrame, and that is for handicraft. So this is a continuation of the macrame and basketry topics we had during the first quarter. So this is from Mr. Jude Dingson and Miss Aini Ivalisi. Okay, the contents of this lesson are A. Fiber features, which is how to use the best fiber for my project. Topic B, which is 7 things to look for in choosing a macrame cord. C, the process of bag manufacturing. Letter, and that is plastic bag manufacturing process. So overview, handicraft such as macrame is widely used in industrial and fashion trade nowadays, and it is very crucial to choose the best material to sew, as will affect its quality and how sustainable is a product line. So the fiber feature, how to choose the best fiber for my project. The fiber content. First is the natural fiber. This includes cotton, linen, jute, wool, and hemp, and are ideal for indoor projects, home decor, jewelry, accessories, gift, wrap, and textiles. They are also biodegradable, therefore making them a good earth-friendly option for crafting. That's natural fiber. Next, we have synthetic fiber. This includes polypropylene, acrylic, nylon, and plastic, and are ideal for outdoor projects as they will hold up well in rain or shine and not break down over time with the elements. The size. Rope comes in such a wide variety of sizes or diameters, some more suitable for certain projects than others. Smaller ropes, we have 3 mm or less, which work wonderfully for jewelry, as well as projects that are small or delicate. We also have medium-sized rope. 4 mm to 7 mm are perhaps most commonly used, a great size for macrame beginners, more sturdy than the smaller ropes and a perfect size for plant hangers, wall hangings, furniture, lanterns, curtains, rugs, etc. It is same size as your shoelace. Again, that's the medium size rope. Next, we have large size rope. It is 8 mm to 12 and bigger. Make a visual statement and are so fun to work with, particularly for wall hangings. They can be a bit more challenging to work with because of their size, but worth the effort. Texture. Texture is an important element to consider visually, as you can certainly add interest to a piece by adding some fun fiber with texture. You may also want to consider the way the fiber feels to work with, especially if you're knotting up with something large. A fiber like jute looks great but can be a little rough on hands. Not to worry though, thankfully gloves are a good way to save your hands when working with a rough texture fiber. We currently offer cotton jute, felted wool, and polypropylene rope and string. Continue reading and to learn more about each of these fiber. So we have jute fiber. Jute is long, soft, shiny bast fiber that can be spun into coarse, strong threads. It is produced from flowering plants in the genus Corcorus, which is the mallow family Malvaceae. Then the primary source of the fiber is Corcorus olitorius, but it is considered inferior to Corcorus capsularis. Felted wool is a fun, bulky, and soft statement fiber. Use it make a lush and gorgeous rug or add some woolly flair to a rope wall hanging. Wool felt is a non-woven textile. There is no thread or weaving involved in the production. It originates as wool roving and by adding heat, moisture, and agitation. The roving compacts and mats together tightly to form that we refer to as pure wool felt. Then we have the polypropylene wool. It's a durable, long-lasting rope that will hold up well in the elements, which makes it a good choice for outdoor projects. So this one is very very common used in sailors. So things to look for in choosing a macrame cord. First is the composition. The materials from which the macrame cord was made is very important. Fibers such as hemp and jute used to be very popular with macrame artists. Strength. The strength of a macrame cord depends largely on its composition. A cord made from jute, leather, ribbon, and nylon is quite strong. So we have twist. The strength of the cord is determined by whether the individual strands of the material are twisted or braided in the manufacturing process. Stiffness. A cord should be flexible enough to bend and curve accordingly to the pattern requirements. So it depends on the pattern or the kind of macrame you are going to use. Texture. There are macrame cords that feel rough and may be irritating to the skin. Hemp and metallic cords are not recommended for making necklaces and bracelets, since this jewelry will attach to your skin and it may cause allergic reaction. Diameter or width. A cord should be flexible enough to bend and curve according to the pattern's requirements. And lastly, we have the amount or quantity. The amount of the cord refers to the length of cord needed for the entire project. Some cords come in large rolls while other comes in short length. And now, let's go to manufacturing plastic bags. Why? Why do we discuss this? Because plastic bag holds a bigger role in most industry, especially in handicrafts and also in bread and pastry industry. Used or storage or takeaways, we have to instill knowledge in the manufacturing details so as some of you will or may pursue career in handicraft or bread and pastry industry. So features of this topic often get asked how our plastic bags are made, and there is really no simple answer to such a seemingly simple question. How they manufacture their plastic bag products depends on what type of plastic bag product is being produced. Although most of their plastic bags are made from high density polyethylene or HDPE. Again, that's high density polyethylene. The definition of terms. Low density resins is a thermoplastic made from the monomer ethylene. Silos. The term silo generally refers to the large structures, most often seen in agriculture, used to separate different types of bulk materials such as grain. Unwinder. Machine used to undo or loosen from or as if from a coiled condition. Sa spread. Extrusion, the first step in manufacturing, where a mix of virgin ingredients are melted and shaped into tapes of specific measurements. Plastic manufacturing diagram. So this is a simplified diagram in manufacturing the plastic bags. So this one is the hollow, and this one is the extruder. So they melt ang resins, then move to the die. Then here in the tube, due to heat, the melted resins will going to be blown into bubbles, then to the rollers. Okay, procedure number 1. The plastic bag making process begins when high and low density resins travel from our silos, where it is stored and is blended together, following specific recipes. Once the resins are blended, it reaches the extrusion department, here, where the film for the plastic bags will be created. So number 2 or second steps. The blended resin is fed into extruders where the material is heated to specific temperature and mixed. The material in the heated barrel then reaches the molten plastic state and can literally be blown over from extruder into a bubble formation. This location is the bubble formation. Third steps. The bubble is blown vertically 3 stories high, which allows for the proper material distribution and cooling time required before the film is laid flat. This part here. So the bubble chamber is 3 stories high. Fourth stage. The final step in the extrusion process ends the bubble through a series of rollers to lay the film flat and then wind the film in large cores, resulting in a roll of film weighing several pounds or several thousand of pounds. Then number 5. Next, the roll of film reaches the converting department, the area where films is manufactured into bags, and roll of film is placed into the unwinder. This part is the unwinder. After the film is started on the unwinder, it is treated with an electrostatic wave of current. Then the sixth. After printing process is complete, the large roll of film is then cut to size with hot knives that seam the sides of the bag together when cut. So when we talk about seam, it means a compact together or tahion or ipilit sila ang two plies. Seventh, the film is fed into the bag manufacturing machines where the top and the bottom seals are formed and the handles are cut out. All of our internal scrap is then reintroduced into our manufacturing process so that we have a closed loop system to eliminate any waste material. So zero waste materials ang atong machinery karon. 8. So voila, the plastic bags have been created and are then distributed to our customers. Majorly in big department stores or bakeries or some bread and pastry shops. Environment friendly plastic bags made from cellulose fibrils are made from natural raw materials, cellulose, which is biodegradable, which means ma-decompose na siya. So unlike the usual plastic, it will uh, decompose for many thousands of years. So this one, it will decompose in less than those normal or regular plastics. For example, the fibrils can be used for creating biodegradable packing or packaging materials, cosmetic products without synthetic polymer. So katong available na to sa una, yung plastic bags, they are made of synthetic polymer, so plastic jud siya, and are strong composite together with biodegradable plastic. So now, since kanang plastic causes cloggings sa mga estero sa or mga rivers, so mas didot if mo gamit tag biodegradable material like cellulose fibrils. Let us watch the manufacturing process.
The process begins by chemically changing propane gas into an ethylene monomer in a cracking furnace. The ethylene monomer is then polymerized in a high-pressure reactor that results in making molten low-density polyethylene. While still in the molten state, the LDPE is compounded with additives and then pelletized into the final product. The pellets, called resin, are delivered in bulk hopper rail cars or bulk truck shipments. Upon arrival, the resin is transferred to silos for storage, then dispensed to gaylords for us to use as needed. Colors may be added together with UV inhibitors and other additives to custom blend the finished product. The resins are mixed, blended, and placed in the hoppers at the back of the extruder tank. Here they are fed through an electrically heated barrel, which compresses and melts the materials. During the process, plastic is heated, compressed, and forced out of a circular die at over 400 degrees and at 2,000 to 6,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Air is added into the tube through the center of the die. Cool air is blown onto the outside of the bubble to cool it and pull it into shape. The height of the tower is used to let the material cool to room temperature. At the top of the tower, the tube is collapsed and brought back down to where it's wound up onto rolls. After the tubing is cooled, collapsed, and brought down the tower, several things can be done to it. For example, single wound sheeting is made by trimming the edges of the tube allowing the material to be separated to 2 sheets and wound onto rolls. At a predetermined footage, the rolls are removed from the machine where samples are taken from each roll. They are checked for size and mill accuracy. Rolls are weighted, recorded, and boxed, and palletized as required for shipment. During the manufacture of the plastic film, some scrap is generated. Most of this scrap is recycled on site and used for industrial or liner grade bags. Quality control is practiced at each stage of the process to ensure customer satisfaction.
Okay, so next we have the self-assessment. So we're at the end of the lesson. So self-assessment for modified modular and online students, please answer this. Then I'll give you 10 minutes for this. Then type your score, name, grade, and section on the comment section below the video. So let the 10 minutes begin. Use capital letters. You may put your answer on the big notebook. Only the scores and your name and grade section will be typed or written there in the comment section, okay? And the 10 minutes begins. Okay, 2 minutes left. One minute left. Ten, nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's 1 minute per item. So please don't forget to write your scores. Before you write your score, here is the answer sheet. Number 1 is natural fiber. Number 2 is 3 millimeter. 3 is large ropes. 4 is jute. 5 composition. 6 stiffness. 7 diameter or width. 8 high density polyethylene HDPE. 9 is silos, and 10 is unwinder. Announcement: activities and assignments will be done next week. By the way, for your attendance for this lesson, please type your name and also your grade section and your score. Okay. So I think that's all, and thank you and have a great day.